Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again, and I know in this fast-paced 24-hour news cycle we live in, a story that is 3 years old is just passé. But I gotta talk about this silly shit. What in the hell was that 2020 presidential candidate clown car LGBT alphabet soup group town hall bullshit? What? What was that shit? I'll tell you what it was. Another way for them to solidify Trump's next 4 years. My goodness. We learned that Lurch, aka Phony Hawk, Beta O'Rourke, not only does he want to take your ARs and AKs, this sad-eyed dickhead also wants to take away tax exemption status from churches that don't buy into your sexual preference. That means if a church refuses to do your wedding, to perform your wedding ceremony or whatever, they can have their tax exempt status revoked. That's fucked up. We've seen it happen. We've seen those, it was in Oregon or something, I'm not sure, but those people who had a bakery and they refused to bake a cake for a gay wedding and they were hit with these fines, and I think they lost their business. I'm not sure. There was a big stink, a big hoopla made about this shit. Now, we've all grown up here in this country, or most of us watching, and really it doesn't matter where you grew up. If you've ever been into a store, what's that one plaque or sign they always have in there? We reserve the right to refuse service to anyone for any reason. I think this falls under anyone for any reason. How can you get in trouble for refusing service to someone in your business? Now, if you don't like gay people, or it's against your religion, or you're racist, the marketplace will deal with that, good or bad. They'll either agree or they'll disagree and stop going to your business, and your business will suffer. Either way, that's up to the free market, not the government. More government is bad. And these same people yelling about how fucked up the government is are also the same ones saying they want more government. That proves your stupidity. But this alphabet soup group town hall was a bunch of messy bullshit. Did you see those two Wong Fu looking bitches up there acting stupid? Now, one lady was about to say something. She had her kid there. That's another layer of fucked up. Why does your child need to be at some LGBT bullshit? Why are you fucking your kid's head up like that? Preserve their innocence. Anyway, some lady got up there, and I know she was going to be a dumbass because she started off by saying, our LGBT siblings. What the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, but before she can get into her point that she had the right to make, this manly-looking RuPaul, Joanna Man, square-jaw-face-looking bitch came up there and took the mic from her. Neck rolling, hand clapping, just looking like a fucking stereotype from top to bottom. LGBT black trans are losing their lives out here. Look, you fucking dummy. All kinds of different black people are dying out here. And I think they're in front of you in line for things we need to fix. But anyway, this fucking psycho was up there talking about, we're dying out here and you've been talking, you need to do something, totally disrupting the town hall. Totally taking someone else's turn from them. Just acting like a fucking asshole. How do you expect people to take you seriously and listen to what you have to say when you're acting like a fucking jackass? Now, there had to be trans people there and trans people at home watching, I hope, with their head down, just shaking their head like, what the fuck are you doing? What a misrepresentation. Or was it? Because obviously, if you think you're the wrong gender and you are willing to cut your dick off or your titties, something is wrong. So maybe this wasn't a bad representation for them, but it was a bad representation in general. What the fuck is wrong with you? Taking the mic from people, walking up to the stage, acting like a jackass? Nobody's gonna listen to you. They're just gonna shake their head and go, see, I told you they were crazy. I told you there was something wrong with them. So way to fuck up your own angle, you moron. What a mess. And then Anderson Cooper's up there talking about, guys, come on, guys, you better be careful. You don't want to misgender somebody because they will turn on your ass too, Anderson. You know that. You know these fucking transgender animals will turn on your ass. But it was so funny, like, their own rhetoric is so convoluted and confusing that at a town hall for them, somebody who's in the alphabet soup group didn't even get that shit right. What does that tell you? It's too fucking crazy, and you're too small of a portion of the population to even be taken seriously. Even after you cut your dick and balls off, or your titties, and make some kind of makeshift MacGyver penis, there's still more than a 40% chance that you will kill yourself. And that is fucking sad. That is a sad state of affairs. It is sad that somebody deals with that and has those type of mental issues. But that's what it is. A mental issue. We're not going to change society. We're not going to conform and bend and twist and contort ourselves to your fucking silliness. What are you doing? Acting so fucking stupid. Look that shit up, man. Those two, whatever they were, just set their group back a couple of years. You guys look like fucking idiots. But not everybody was there. Oh, burn doggy dog, he wasn't there. Still healing from that heart attack, man. You need to step down. Why would you put yourself through that? You're kissing 80 in the ass, and you're about to finish hitting the trail for a presidential election? Come on, man. That's too much. Enjoy your twilight years with your family, with that baby-sized handful of people that love you. Go right off into the sunset, Bernie. But this shit. And then I saw this thing where it showed a clip, I think it was from June of this year, where Fez, you might know him as Julian Castro, but I call that fucker Fez. He was, where was it? I think it was one of the presidential debates. And he's talking about how let me get this right. This shit's so confusing. He was saying how trans women should have access to abortions as well. Man, unless you got a clam down there, you ain't having no fucking babies. You have no need for a right to an abortion. You don't have the plumbing for it. So if trans women, which are men who turn into women, should have access to abortion rights, well, what about trans men? Women that turn into men. What's that hospital maternity ward going to sound like? You got a bunch of dudes in there having babies? Push. I'm pushing, man. Get this baby out of me. Give me an epidural. Anybody who's ever been in a maternity ward, man, those women are going off. Screaming. I remember we were having my son, man, and the lady down the hall, I almost called the police to go check on her. I thought somebody was killing her. But could you imagine a bunch of hormoned women in there with peach fuzz, a bunch of Chaz Bono looking motherfuckers pushing out babies? Get this fucking baby out of me. Man, get the fuck out of here. What was that? Oh, man. Holy shit. Look, man. I don't know what these alphabet soup group people want that they don't have. I don't get it. Maybe it should have been called a trans town hall. Because gay people, what do you want that you don't have? What, some rules about dividing up your property when somebody dies? Man, that's minor shit. Do you have the same basic civil rights as everyone else? Do you have the same basic human rights as everyone else? I'll tell you what, if your ass is here in America, yes, you do. That's another thing that phony hawk, that sad-eyed dickhead was saying. No one should have their human rights infringed upon and their civil rights. That has something to do with your civil rights? Because some church who doesn't want to fucking perform your ceremony that is strictly prohibited in the book that they live from? Stop forcing people. Find another church. There's churches out there with lesbian priests. You can't find one that wants to fucking preside over your union? That's the problem. That's where you have the pushback. You don't just go on to another one, because we're all about choices in this country, options, competition. You don't want to do that. You want to force somebody to think like you do. You want to force somebody to do what you want them to do. Isn't that a crime to force somebody to do something they don't want to do? What's it called when you force somebody to have sex with you? What's it called when you force somebody to give you their property? What's it called when you force somebody to give up their life? This is against the law. You shouldn't be doing that shit. Go find another church. Go find another bakery. Shit, I went down to Mississippi. You know how many fucking churches I saw down there? There's a church on every damn corner. Go find another one. Go start your own church. I know. Another one of the sad side effects of living in America. You can start your own. That way you have total control. You can do all the ceremonies you want. If somebody's not baking the cake you want, YouTube how to bake a cake. Start your own fucking bakery. Not only can you service the community that you think is underserved, you can make a little money while you're at it. Man, I tell you what, that fucking American dream strikes again. LGBTQ town hall. What a colossal waste of time. And before I go, something that bothers me. I'm going to say it. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. Let's break down LGBTQ. L, lesbian, cool. Gay, the G, gay, got it. B, bisexual. What the fuck does that mean? If you're a dude and you fuck dudes, you're gay. You're a woman and you fuck women, you're a lesbian. You're not bi. Pick a side, you fucking indecisive turd. Oh, I'm bi. I like them both. Shut the fuck up. You're gay. T, transgender. We already know what's up with you crazy fucks. Q, queer. Aren't they all queer? Queer means strange. If it's abnormal, it's strange. Gay and transgenders are a tiny portion of the population. By definition, would make them queer. Quit trying to add letters onto your acronym and spread your umbrella of victimhood. LB, that's it. Lesbians, LGC, this shit's confusing as fuck. LG, lesbian, gay, that's it. All you BTQ, you guys need to pick a side and straighten your shit out, because you're fucking it up for everybody. Now, let me go pick up my son from his preschool and enjoy the rest of my weekend. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because every time that bell rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.